Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Pan the Organizer. So you're probably confident about your weekly or bi-weekly car detailing routine, right? You think you've attained perfection. Well, I can almost guarantee you that there's always some areas that are missed when people clean or detail their vehicles. And whether you're a weekend warrior, a DIYer, or a car detailing professional, we can always add more tips and tricks to our regimen to make sure that we reach perfection. So today I'll be sharing 12 common areas missed when people clean the interior and exterior of their vehicles. Once you're done listening to this video, also drop in the comment section any areas that you also think people often miss. Tip number 1, an area common missed by people when they're cleaning their vehicles is the door jambs. So regardless if you're doing the interior or the exterior, the door jambs are something that clearly you see as soon as you open the doors of the vehicle. And well, it's an area people often forget. By the way, for the majority of the tips, guys, I have detailed tutorials on my channel, so feel free to go watch those videos. How you search for those is very simple. For example, if you're looking for a topic, so in the YouTube search bar, just take that topic, for example, how to clean door jambs, and just add Pan the Organizer at the end. So search for how to clean door jambs, Pan the Organizer, and you're going to find that tutorial. I have over 900 videos so far on my channel, and thanks to you guys, obviously you made this one of the biggest car detailing channels on YouTube, as we're approaching 1 million subscribers at the moment of this recording. We have surpassed 113 million views. So thanks for being faithful to the Pan the Organizer channel. And yeah, we're going strong, and who knows what else or what more craziness is to come. So stay tuned always for more videos. So yeah, the door jambs, very important because you see those, so address them. Often, if you maintain your vehicle every week or every 2 weeks, it should be pretty clean. So all you have to do at the end of your wash process, perhaps a bit of a quick detail spray or a rinseless wash solution, properly diluted in a trigger sprayer. You spray that, you wipe with a microfiber drying towel, and you're good to go. They should be good as new. Also, don't forget the trunk jam. So when you lift your rear gate, or regardless if it's an SUV or the trunk of a vehicle, those jams that are around there are also unsightly if they're dirty, so make sure you address those when you clean your vehicle. Tip number 2, cleaning behind the fuel doors. Very important. So where your gas cap is, pop that door open and make sure you can either take a microfiber towel with a quick detail spray or a rinseless wash once again, or you can use a detailing brush with a soft tip so you don't scratch anything, but make sure you also address that. Be very careful with the capless gas tanks. More and more we see those now on vehicles. You don't want to be spraying any high pressured water into that area, so no water goes into the gas cap itself. But yeah, make sure you clean those areas, because again, it's all about the details, right? If it's your vehicle, if you're a DIYer or a weekend warrior, for example, well, you want to make sure that every surface is clean, from under the engine to the door jambs to the trunks to everywhere, right? And if you're a professional, well, of course, the customer, when they see all of these details being addressed, well, they're more inclined to give you their business more in the future, right? Because you've addressed every minute detail. Number 3 is to get rid of the dirt in the grills. So in the front of the vehicle, there are a lot of intricate designs. Think of your favorite car model or make. And well, the majority of the time today, a lot of car designers put a lot of effort and energy into creating kind of this brand appeal, or this visual brand appeal. So when you see a vehicle from a certain brand, you say, oh, that belongs to that, right? They have that like family look, but the intricate designs often lead to intricate areas that accumulate a lot of dirt and grime. So make sure you take a soft detailing brush and agitate the snow foam or shampoo when you're actually cleaning your vehicle, and get into the nooks and crannies and make sure you get those surfaces clean, guys. Tip number 4. So when you're applying a tire dressing at the end of your wash process, it's to make it pop, right? So to give that final detailed appearance, it looks awesome. However, when the vehicle is standing on the floor, that lower portion of the tire, oftentimes the tire dressing applicator can't reach that lower part. So what you do is quite simple. When you're done applying the dressing, move the vehicle backwards or forwards about a foot to expose that area so that you can apply the tire dressing on there. Or you can also drive your vehicle. Some people use some wooden blocks to lift the vehicle a few inches off the floor so they can reach that bottom part. Or if you have a lift in your garage, even better, just lift the vehicle and then you have access to the entire tread and sidewall. Of course, you don't coat the tire tread, the tire sidewalls. But yeah, so you can address the the entire surface of the tire. Again, it's all about the details. Tip number 5, another area often forgotten because sometimes they're hidden, but most times they're still visually apparent, is the exhaust tip, guys. So when you're doing your wash process, I like to do it at the same time when I'm cleaning the wheels and tires. You can use either a metal polish if they're caked with soot and any exhaust fumes or carbon deposits. You can use a quadruple zero steel wool that will not scratch the material, by the way, so you can use that if you have heavy deposits. P21S also makes a polishing soap that works quite well that you can use to polish the exhaust tips, or just a bit of a wheel and tire cleaner often does the job. If you maintain your vehicle often, that's pretty much all you'll need. A bit of spray, take a detailing brush, and then you brush that, you rinse, and the exhaust tips will be good to go. But yeah, it's an unsightly appearance when you see that soot or that carbon black deposit on the exhaust tips when the vehicle is in front of you, right? I'm sure all my viewers see that on other vehicles. So of course the Pan TheOrganizer family has to have a clean vehicle all the way back to the exhaust tips. So make sure you address those. Tip number 6, another area often forgotten or missed is the wheel wells. So you're cleaning your wheels and tires, make sure you address the back portion as well. Regardless if it's in this like carpeted material or in plastic like the majority of the vehicles, at least pressure rinse that off. If the material is in plastic, you can apply a dressing or a plastic coating that will work quite well to help repel any future dust and make future cleanings a lot easier. But for the carpeted wheel wells, there are not many miracles that you can do other than taking the time to properly pressure rinse all of that dirt off. But it makes all the difference, guys, at the end, because you have a nice clean wheel and a dressed tire, and imagine the background behind that is a dirty wheel well. That doesn't look quite well. So get yourself a fender well brush, though typically they're longer handled. And you can get behind there, make sure you address that, pressure rinse that off, get it clean. And then again, if it's in plastic, you can apply some form of a plastics dressing made for the exterior, or a coating made for plastics, for exterior plastics, and you should be good to go. They're going to be a lot easier to maintain in your future maintenance washes. Number 7, another area often forgotten are the emblems and badges around the vehicle. So again, intricate designs or sharp letters, things like that. A lot of dirt and grime can get encrusted either on the edges or inside. If you look at a letter like the letter A, for example, that hollow little spot in the letter itself, and so on and so forth. So take a soft detailing brush and again agitate the shampoo or the snow foam when you pre-wash your vehicle, for example, or during your wash process, regardless how your regimen is. But you have to address those. Very important. There's a lot of caked on dirt and grime that stays in those intricate little spots between the letters or numbers in the back of the vehicle. So yeah, make sure you address those. Number 8, the interior of the windshield. Believe it or not, guys, the interior of the vehicle, especially when a car is new, has a lot of off-gassing from the materials that are in there. Regardless if it's leather, plastics, rubber, vinyl, whatever surface there is, they release a lot of gases when they're brand new, even oftentimes later on. So you get exposed to UV rays, to heat and all that stuff, and all that gases, they try to escape, right? And because of those materials and those plastics that are inside the vehicle, even the leather seats or the vinyl seats have a polyurethane top coat, right? They're top coated. So basically all the materials in the vehicle release kinds of an oily film or oily substance that gets trapped, especially on the windshield and on the interior portion. That's often why you see this kind of fume or haze when you're driving. Sometimes it's inclement weather at night. It's more often that you'll see that. And it creates kind of a veil, right? So to get it crystal clean, you have to address that. Typically, glass cleaners alone won't be enough to remove that grime or off-gassing that accumulates over time. What you'll need to do is to degrease it. And all you have to do is use a bit of dishwashing liquid. I personally use a bit of Dawn dishwashing soap in a bit of warm water, and then you apply it using either a microfiber applicator or a microfiber towel. You wipe that, you get that all clean, and then use your glass cleaner at the end for the finishing results. But you're degreasing that surface, and it's going to help prevent future fogging from the interior, because there's a lot less areas for that mist or humidity to grab onto on a clean surface. So again, check the tutorial. I have a full tutorial on how to clean the interior of your windshield. Very simple, but you're going to notice how much cleaner your glass is, how much more visibility you get out of it as well. So the next tip, number 9, When you're cleaning the side glass of your vehicle, make sure to lower the windows a bit. Why? Because that portion that is inside the gaskets of the doors, well, it doesn't get cleaned if the windows are fully closed, right? So you lower those and you're going to pinch the top part of your glass with your microfiber towel and glass cleaner, and you're going to clean that as well. So you're going to get the entire glass surface as clean as possible. So that's another spot that is often forgotten, but that people notice, especially on doors that are frameless and the window drops down a bit when you open the door. Imagine you forgetting that top part. The customer is going to notice that. Or if it's your personal vehicle, again, you're going to notice that and it's just going to annoy you. So keep in mind when you're cleaning your glass, lower it as well, pinch that top part, clean it, close it back again, and you're good to go. Number 10. So the sun visor vanity mirrors, right? That's often forgotten, especially if you have a girlfriend or a wife or a sister, your mother, regardless. There's a lot of our women in our lives that love to use the vanity mirror, which makes total sense. But you can get fingerprint smudges. Sometimes there's makeup. I don't know how they get that on there, but that surface often gets dirty. So lower the sun visors, slide that vanity mirror open, and take a microfiber towel, glass towel ideally, with your glass cleaner, or whatever you guys use to clean that surface. It could be a rinseless wash as well, and wipe that down. It's going to make all the details. Imagine the person lowering that flap and opening the vanity mirror and seeing a crystal clear surface. We all love that. Again, all about the details. Number 11. Make sure to clean the air vents, right? So regardless if you have AC or not, or if you're just blowing warm air or cold air, regardless, there's often dust that accumulates and dirt and grime as well inside those air vents. So you can do one of two things. Use compressed air if you have an air compressor. You can use a mini blower. So if you have a small car dryer, you can use that as well. You can try and use a detailing brush and your vacuum next to it, and you can brush the air vents and have the suction of your vacuum to pick up all that dust. So that is one thing. And there's also some car cleaning masses that you can use, kind of like a gel appearance that mimics the shape of whatever you apply it to. It can disinfect the surface and also pick up that dirt and grime. So those are also awesome. And yeah, it's pretty simple to do, but believe me, it's going to make a world of a difference, because we all know how disgusting those air vents look when you see that dust, especially when you're driving in the sunlight. The light hits inside the vehicle, and well, your eyes, they cannot unsee all that dirt and dust, right? That's just hanging there on the air vent slats and on the bottom of those air vents. So take a few seconds, it's not long to do, and clean those. Again, it's all about the details. Last but not least, tip number 12 that people often forget are the pedals, guys. The brake pedal, the accelerator pedal, the clutch pedal if you have a manual transmission, basically all the pedals. Take an APC, take a little detailing brush, put a microfiber towel on the bottom of the pedals, spray some APC or whatever cleaner you guys want to clean the rubber. Don't use anything that's slippery, so don't apply any dressing on there. Safety is key, it's very important. But yeah, get that APC or that cleaner and then scrub. You can use an old toothbrush if you want to get into the nooks and crannies, or a detailing brush once again, because there's a lot of lines and intricate designs oftentimes on those pedals, and get those clean. Rinse that off if need be, and then dry them, and that's it. That's going to be another area. As soon as you open the door, your eyes, they look at those pedals, and if they're clean, it makes a world of a difference. So I hope you enjoyed these tips. By the way, don't forget, share your areas that you think also people often forget. I'm curious. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let's share that with the rest of the community on the Pan the Organizer channel. And yeah, share this video, by the way, with any family or friends or a professional detailer even in your life that you might think might benefit from this. It's always good to share. Smash the thumbs up button. That always helps to show the support, and also it tells YouTube that you enjoy my videos to help further grow the channel. So in the meantime, guys, don't forget, keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you on the next one.